Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Civilization 5 Brave New World. You're watching the Farley Entertainment Network. Tune into Johan Farley's gaming channel. I am Johan Farley, and this is Season 2 of my favorite series, which I've already said the title of. So, as you can see, from right here, movement 10 out of 10, we do have a couple mods. You'll see them as we go along. Don't you worry. If there's something that I don't explain in a video, please comment and I will do my best to explain next video or in the comments, because I am recording a lot of these at a time. So we are going to found Washington on this lovely spot. And one of the things I will say now, you can see that it says, if you look in the bottom right above choose production, you can see it says Plains River, all the outputs in culture. Culture helps us acquire new tiles and things like that, so our culture does spread like that. We're going to start with some farms, and in Washington we're going to start with irrigation system, and we're going to go monument, longhouse, campfire, storage house, town square. And this is just a mod that adds some basic starting buildings to help with production and gold, and there's one for each of the main resources. So you know, gold, culture, science, food, production, all that stuff. And we're going to open the technology tree and start working towards writing. Pottery first, of course. And that is that. We will have our warrior start identifying other areas of the map. I don't know why I said that instead of just exploring. I like that river that's going on down there. And we will have our guy start constructing farms, which I think is the quickest I've ever started making tile improvements ever. So one of the other mods you can see that we have on makes the unit graphics smaller, so there are more people in the unit, and it just looks better. You know, generally it looks better. I like the whole thing where you have more people in the unit. Okay. So all the AI in this are basically European powers or Western powers or stuff like that. I didn't include any of the, you know, the Native American tribes or whatever, because I wanted like an established power kind of game. So you have America, you know, you got Russia, England, and all those places. Basically what I'm going for. Basically people who are real threats, not fake threats. You know, like the Iroquois. Sorry, Iroquois, you're just not really a threat in this game. Alright, and if this goes anything like the game that I was playing on my own, as Lincoln, with all these mods, and I will have a lot of money. Because it was about the industrial era. I had 40,000 gold sitting there because I hadn't bought anything. And I was making 1,300 gold per turn, just saying someone has already founded a pantheon. Of course. Look at that. We found the ocean over here. Hopefully we need to find a place for New York. I did try to record this preview. Oh, look at that. There's a little outcropping. I did try to record this like an hour ago. And I started... Okay, let me tell you. This is the worst starting spot ever. Because no one could meet me. And I'll explain to you why. So everyone knows in this game how mountains work. You can't go past them unless you're a specific civilization, but of course I was playing as America, so I'm not that civilization. So basically what happened was I got spawned in a circle of mountains, not even lying, a circle of mountains. So there was enough like this, so you have, you know, the circles that are taken up, and then you had mountains all around. There's a little outcropping here with a hill, and then mountains around. And that was basically it. And I couldn't do anything because no one could meet me. I couldn't send settlers out. I couldn't do anything. So I gave up on that, and I started recording this, which I think I got a little bit of a better spot on this. It's just a little better. And I can actually move. So, the river. I think we found our New York. Right there. That'll actually be perfect. Well, perfect is, of course, relative. It's what you think is perfect, but I think that would be perfect for New York. Okay, ruins discovered. Lovely. I ran right by those. We discovered archery. How about that? Isn't that wonderful? I would have preferred faith, but, you know, we only need 15 for the Pantheon. And that is because one of the mods that I have on here makes marathon games have the same production as a standard game, which I think is like half the time, or like a quarter of the time. Only because I have so many new buildings in this, and a couple new technologies, that if I had it where it was the same amount of time as a marathon game, you wouldn't get anything done. So that's just for the benefit of having all these mods, so you can see what they do. It's a great way to show these things off. And also makes the game playable, of course. I think we'll be settling New York here. It'll make a nice full city and whatnot. Although we could settle it here and have this be like the Manhattan bit. Yeah, we can do that and have this be other stuff. And then make that, oh, it even looks like New York. It's got like the weird little outcropping. I think it's backwards, but whatever. We'll settle New York there. Actually, 3 turns until a policy, actually, right now. A policy. Policy. Okay. And then we can make that into a industrial district or whatever. Yes, I said industrial district because they're a thing. You can make industrial districts. It takes 40 turns to build. It consumes the unit that's building it, and it gives about half the value of production as a, what the heck's it called? Manufacturing. Oh, hello, what is that? We found an island already. Cool. And some incense. Lovely. So this will be our New York. And we'll expand in the other direction for other stuff. Probably settle something up here, why not? You know, like right over here or something. Sure. Alright, so you can see all those things have been built. Shrine, granary. And then we're going to do a... Nah, settler's too much. One of these gives production. Oh, let's do a social policy. And I thought we would give production. Oh well. Let's do... Noble's quarters. Sure, why not? We'll move the shrine up to there. Okay, so now it's 20, right? Yes, 20. Fine. Ah, France. Hello, Napoleon.
Bienvenue. Je suis Napoleon de France.
Je suis Napoleon de France. Oh yeah, je suis Lincoln de America. My French is top notch. It's up there. I mean, you wouldn't get better French out of a French tutor. Oh, it's Venice. Hello, Venice. Where'd you come from?
Soldoge Enrico Dando.
Well, if you act anything like you did in the game that I'm playing by myself, you will be left with 2 puppet cities, one of them being your capital. Seriously though, in my last game, I'm playing this by myself just to see what all the mods do, if they work together well, you know, how the whole game works. This is the thing where I have 30-something thousand gold. I settled Boston, and right next to Boston was Venice. So they shared a border along a river. It looked really nice, actually. And Venice was a bit of a... I don't want to be rude about it. Let's keep this PG. They were a bit of a jerk. Keep it. I don't want to spoil the whole tone and, you know, whatever. So they were a bit annoying, thinking they ruled the place, which they really don't. They had big borders, and they had a bunch of like coastal and ocean tiles that they had claimed as theirs, and every single one in front of Venice, their capital city, was a boat, which at the time they were galleasses, because they were the things that could go on the ocean. Or no, they weren't galleasses. Whatever. They were something. They had a bunch of boats, and they thought they were the ruling power of the sea. Of course, you know, little did they know I had ironclads and frigates and battleships and things, but, you know, whatever. And they also had 2 city-states under their belt as puppet states, because they can't actually make other states into annexed cities. So I took over Venice, the capital city, so they were left with Jerusalem and What was the other one? Something else. I don't know. Jerusalem became their capital, but because they can't annex cities, it stayed a puppet city, so they couldn't do anything. So I basically rendered Jerusalem, or Venice, worthless, because they couldn't do anything. They couldn't make their city into a proper capital, so they couldn't build anything. You know, they couldn't set up trade routes. They were just done. They were done. That was it. So I basically turned them into a city-state. It was great. Okay, anyway, enough of that. Enough of me explaining how I'm terrible at this game, yet still amazing somehow? I don't know. Don't know how that works. We are advancing forward. We gained a tile here. So as you can see, it started as feeble, culture feeble, now it's average. Low and sparse and things. That's good. It's 100% American, obviously, because no one else is settled anywhere near here. I keep forgetting to hit next turn, but that's okay. Hello, France. How's it going? If you don't annoy me, I won't destroy you. Oh no, no, that's mine. No, what are you doing? What did I just say? You piece of crap. How could you do such a thing? Ugh, I don't like you anymore. Well, I never liked you. Oh, come on. That was definitely a faith one. Of course it was. Why do you have to do this to me, Napoleon? Come on. Look, we're all the way at the bottom with our not pointy sticks. Even Napoleon's stick is pointier than ours. You and your pointy sticks. At least we got a lot of chocolate, that's for sure. Nothing else up here, though, just chocolate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 chocolate. And some cinnamon. Lovely. Can make some... What is that? Why is that grass like brown? Alright, who let the mammoths out again? I told you not to let them go near the garden. I said, we need manure, but not that much. I don't know why I just talked about mammoth poo, but sure, why not? Our river probably goes to an ocean. We should find it. Instead of dilly-dallying. Wonder, that's probably a continent, someone's probably on it. This probably also goes to an ocean. You should find it. You know, I want someone to, oh, it's a Venetian scout. Hello. I want someone to make a mod where, like, anyone who's exploring automatically follows rivers that aren't completely discovered. Oh, great, Poland. I don't mean anything against you, Poland. It's just in the game that I'm playing. I share a border with Poland, and they're not the nicest of folks. They're giving you a bit of a bad rap. So sorry. Okay, now we can add stuff to queue. As you can see, a lot of stuff has been built. We'll add a settler, and a throne, and walls, and a park. There we go. Next turn. So we acquired this territory thanks to a local culture group near Washington. Let's choose some research. We're gonna go with let's build. Well, let's find our way to construction. There we go. That's a lot of things. Sure, why not? Not the usual path I take, but it's necessary right now. So as you can see, no religious followers, no corporate presence. We have the corporations mod, which was my favorite mod for Gods and Kings, which they finally had brought to Brave New World, and I was so happy that I downloaded it immediately halfway through last time's playthrough, and of course I couldn't use it until now, and it's such a good mod. It adds so many ways to get gold for no reason. Sure. And it's just wonderful. Oh, we've discovered the Barringer crater. Right. Next turn. land. Oh, we found the ocean. Hello, ocean. How's it going? You having a good day, ocean? Good. Okay, I don't know why I'm talking to an inanimate ocean. A virtual ocean, nonetheless. Like, I'm not even talking to the ocean. I'm talking to a virtual ocean. That's how... I don't know. Okay. Free settler. You get over there right now before somebody steals that. Poland, I'm looking at you. I will not let this be another Civilization 5 Gods and Kings playthrough with the Asika incident. That was quite an experience, and I don't want to experience it again. It was enough the first time. Okay. I usually don't like sending a big city like this near resources like that, but we will make do. We are New York. Okay, choose production. First, do we want Port City or Megalopolis? Let's see, Megalopolis is 2 gold, 1 science, and 2 production. Let's get Port Town, only because I want this to be a very productive city and a very rich city. And we'll get the irrigation system, and we will get the shrine, longhouse, town square, monument, campfire, return, next turn. There we go. So basically with the Megalopolis and the Port City thing, it's one mod, and it adds, you can make 2 cities in Megalopolis and 1 city of Port City that aren't your capital, because your capital already gets the bonuses from the palace and everything. So basically what it does is just lets you, because I mean if you play this game enough, you realize that your capital city is always your best, and no city ever really catches up to it, and it's kind of, unfair. Because you got to build all the wonders and everything in your capital, or else someone builds it first, and blah blah blah. So this kind of helps make everything more or less equal. I mean, a port city would be very profitable and very productive, like this would be. We all know that New York is very profitable, and you could argue that it's productive. Alright, we can adopt a policy, get another worker, and found a pantheon. Okay. 15% production. On fertility rights or production. What else is there? It's a hard question. Let's do fertility rights. Bigger cities. More people. Right. Farm it up. There you go. And this settler is born. We'll settle something up here. Probably Boston, I think, is next. Oh, we're the 3rd most gold. 3rd most gold. Right, that's a thing. Wonderful. Okay. America Chiefdom, we are now known as the United States, and I didn't change it to American. Oh well, we'll have to deal with it. Should be Ruler Lincoln of the United States. Yep, there it is. I haven't played this before. Okay, chocolate. Alright, so I think this is a pretty good starting bit. We've got 2 cities. We got a pantheon. We're on our way to becoming a world power. We've got our best city for science. Washington is always the science city. We've got our city for gold. Now we're using our city for culture, which is also New York. New York is our golden culture city. Boston will be our other culture city and other gold city. Basically, New York and Boston are golden culture centers, but New York more so, because it'll have all the corporations and the monuments and wonders and stuff. And then we will get a city right in here. Don't know what it's going to be called yet, but it will just be all farms. That's all it'll be. All farms. But yeah, so anyway, guys, that's going to be it for the first episode. Hope you're enjoying this so far. If you are, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. Check out the rest of the Farley Entertainment Network. All of them are going to start putting out content. A lot of them are. And I think you'll enjoy some of that. Of course, it all depends on what you enjoy, but I'm not the judge of that. So, thank you for watching. My name is Johan Farley, and I will see you guys next time for more Civilization 5 Brave New World.